Hello, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Living Simply Lower. Bob and I are members of the U.S. Spyder Ryders Central Ohio chapter. We've only had the opportunity to join them for 2 other rides, but each time we're able to join them for an event, they impress us even more. Kevin, the chapter president, and the other officers put a lot of thought and effort into planning these events, and today's ride was to Holmes County for a ride through Amish country. Kevin arranged for us to meet up with our Holmes County tour guide, Lavon Dubois. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She's an entrepreneur and owner of Amish Table Talk. It turns out, not only does she drive a van for her tours, she rides a Spyder. And she guided us through some of the back roads of Holmes County, allowing us to see Amish living up close. It was a beautiful day for a ride through beautiful countryside. Many of the Amish stood out on their porches and waved as we went by. It was a truly joyful experience. When it was time for lunch, she then guided us to David and Mary's home, where we had one of the best meals I've ever had the pleasure of eating. If you're going to visit Holmes County, visit www.amishtabletalk.com to check out Lavon's website and the Amish homes you can dine in. This is definitely a must-do in this area. Our hosts for the day were David and Mary and 3 of their daughters. They have 2 other children, but we didn't have an opportunity to meet them. When we arrived, we were greeted by David, who escorted us through their home onto the second-story porch, where his wife and daughters had set a beautiful table for the 17 of us. We were treated to a meal of salad, homemade bread, chicken, roast beef. We had mashed potatoes, gravy, vegetables, and noodles. Dessert was cherry pie and a fruit pizza. Then after lunch, it was agreed that the 3 daughters who helped us with lunch would be treated to a Spyder ride around the country block. And we would be treated to some time with David and Mary to ask questions, as well as a tour of their beautiful property. Our hosts belong to an Amish community that hold its church services at members' homes on Sundays. There are over 100 members in their community church, and David and Mary are on the rotation of hosts. When it's their turn to host, Mary's 7 sisters, as well as other women from the church, come over to help scrub down the pole barn where the family stores its buggies. Dave and Mary own 5 buggies, but I digress. Prior to the church gathering, the ladies scrubbed the floor, the walls, and the ceilings of this large pole barn. They set up benches without backs, so just the benches, for over 100 people. On Sunday, the host provides a simple lunch of cold meat sandwiches with cheese, pickle salads, and beets, and then the others will bring pie and cookies. When I asked about the elaborate lunch that we ate, Mary responded that this type of meal is only served at weddings, and the wedding meal doesn't include the roast beef. Mary was kind enough to share her bread recipe and her sweet and sour salad dressing recipe with Kendra. And then David showed us his pole barn with all 5 of his buggies, as well as his barn with all of his horses. He has a beautiful property and a beautiful home. This is a visit that I look forward to taking next year with the U.S. Spyder Ryders Central Ohio chapter. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of our day ride, and a personal thank you to Kevin and Levon for all the work you put into making this ride happen.